and the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and it is Sunday, and you know what that means. It's time for weekly purchases, that time of the week where we investigate what came through the door via DHL, Amazon, UPS, United States Postal Service, FedEx, and of course, that cagey outlaw to the north, Waylon Jennings. It is the weekly purchases on this Thanksgiving week, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody's enjoying a couple of days off. A lot going on, of course, this time of year for many people, myself included, and hopefully everybody had a good turkey day, or if you celebrate, you got to relax a little bit, got a couple of days off. You know how we do it, but we got to thank the sponsor of this video, Jay's Toys and Games. Hit up jaystoysandgames.com, use code Kyle, save yourself 15%, and as you can imagine, a lot of deals over there at Jay's and a lot of other retailers this time of year. Make sure you're checking their website every single day. New stuff dropping all the time and some heck of a deals out there. Got to thank Jay's Toys and Games. Always coming through. Picked up some stuff this week from Jay's Toys and Games. You'll see in this very video here. And a lot going on, as we do know. And I should plug the Patreon. It is the year end. You guys know, you Patreon members, tons of content constantly. You can also be a YouTube channel member if you want to support the channel. And you can check out the early access to all the videos, but plenty of stuff to keep you busy over there on Patreon. Thanksgiving, I did release a day-to-day job. My day job. This isn't my job. A lot of people say, Kyle, you put so much content out. No, I just work 24 hours a day. That's all I do. But I did put a little day job video out as a Patreon exclusive, a little bit of behind the scenes. So check that out, Patreon members, if you did miss that by chance there. But a lot going on Patreon each and every single day. Appreciate everybody that signs up for the Patreon to support the channel and the podcast. This month, our giveaway, Will Ospreay. A lot of people thinking this is the figure of the year. Going to give away the Supreme Ospreay this month. So if you want to get into that, check out the Patreon, of course. See some more stuff on that. Check out the podcast while you're at it. And while you're at it, make sure you subscribe to both my YouTube channels. I should mention that. And subscribe to the podcast, wherever podcasts are found, or video cast on YouTube. Got to thank everybody. A lot of people did send nice messages to me after watching this week's podcast, listening to this week's podcast. With my cancer diagnosis, my cancer surgery, I'm still kind of worked up about it. I'm angry. I'm more angry than anything else. I don't like to be not in control, especially of your own body. So it's a weird thing, and it's kind of plays with my brain a little bit. But I'm making it through. I'm getting there. But thanks to everybody for checking out the podcast, checking all that kind of stuff out. And if you haven't seen that episode yet, check it out. Celebrate Thanksgiving, all kinds of Thanksgiving discussion in that video. But I appreciate all the kind words, people thinking about you and stuff. I don't like to have people... what's the word? I don't know. Sympathy? I don't know. I don't want to put people in the position to have to feel bad for me. I don't know what that's called, but I hate that when people are like, oh, Kyle, I'm so sorry that happened. I hate to put people through that. So I worry about that more than I do myself, but it is what it is. So thanks everybody for all the well wishes there. It means a lot. It does. So there you go. But that was the podcast this week. Check that out. Thanksgiving, went to my dad's house as usual, around the corner. Said, hey dad, you want to do a review? Hey dad, you want to get on the podcast? No, and you're disinvited. Get out of here for Thanksgiving. That's pretty much how it went. No, it went good. It was good Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody else enjoyed their Thanksgiving as well. But not a lot of housekeeping, not a lot going on this week outside of, cancer. Tommy Farrell, you know all about it. But not a lot going on this week. It was Thanksgiving, so it was kind of slow as far as toy news yesterday, and so for weekly purchases. Had a lot of online deliveries this week, and we're going to get to that in a second here. But before we get there, we got to bring my wife in. We got to do the question of the week. All right, Angie, it's time for the question of the week, that time of the week where we do the old mailbag and Angie comes in here. And I'm ready for snow, Angie.
You're looking cute.
10 inches of snow today. Can you take 10 inches?
No, hell no.
You can't?
No.
I thought you could take 10 inches.
I just like 6.
Yeah, your back's just not enough. I wouldn't know anything about 6. But
I joined you in the bad back club this week.
Oh, yes. More on that in another video. But yeah, It's the walking wounded over here, and I look like I'm ready for the Canadian wilderness. Somebody get me the axe, and I'll go get us some firewood later.
Except you'd break your back doing it.
But yeah, it's snowing like crazy here. We're going to be snowed in all weekend. It's like 10 to 12 inches is what it's supposed to be. Basically snowing for like 30 hours straight. Wow. Oh, I love it. I love these Midwest winters. It's so fun, let me tell you. Especially when you're older and you got to take care of the snow and you got to go out there multiple times a day, because if you wait and you have to do 10 inches at once, Angie, Todd McFarlane, and myself, we could take 10 inches on a good day, but you can't take 10 inches ever. No, you're just used to about that 8-9 inches is what you're used to. That's what about it, but anything over 9, it's just too much for you. It's too much. But that's the way it goes. But the snow removal, if you know, you know. It's just not a fun process. And somebody out there is saying, I'm sitting down here in Florida and it's real nice here today. But I know it's been cold down there. But I'll take the cold over the snow any day of the week.
We need to fly south for the winter.
Oh, so maybe. I think one of these days I don't know. It's a story for another day as well. But Angie, it's time for the question of the week before I get back out to the snow blowing and shoveling. Are you ready for the question of the week?
I guess I'm ready.
Well, you better read it.
All right.
That's your job.
The Mass Figure Collector 6176. What action figures would you like to see from the 80s and 90s cartoon or movies?
I've been awfully sick lately.
I was going to say that. I can't think of any that haven't already been made.
I know, but I was just thinking that I've been awfully sick lately. And I can't believe you're forcing me out there to do all this shoveling and stuff.
I'm sick too.
I just don't know how you sleep at night after all that. Did you know I just survived cancer?
I shoveled.
Were you aware of this? I just survived cancer recently. I got to milk it for all it's worth. And I think you and the kids should be out there doing this shoveling and stuff. But back to the question, Angie. Back to the question. What was the question again? Read it all over. Start again.
80s and 90s action figures you want to see.
And who was it from?
The Mass Figure Collector 6176.
80s and 90s. The hard part is everything I like has pretty much been done for the most part. I would like a Roadhouse Terry Funk figure, but that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I don't see that happening. I guess the one line we have truly never gotten that I would absolutely love, and I remember as a kid, I was probably 6 years old, and you've probably never even seen this movie. 6 years old, I remember sitting on the floor at my house, my dad in the recliner, watching this movie unfold in front of my eyes. It was like a live-action version of G.I. Joe is what I thought as a little kid. I would redo the scenes with different stuff. Absolutely love this movie. One of the all-time great movies. One of my favorite movies of all time. If I ever had to do like a top 5 movies, I have to think this would be in there. It is an 80s staple that has never had a true line of action figures outside of the monster lead of it.
When's he going to tell us?
It is the movie called, Angie, do you know what it is? Predator. Oh, did I tell you? I don't know. Maybe I said it. But Predator is the movie. I would love to see Predator, but more specifically, we've had a million Predators over the years. We don't need any more Predator figures. Maybe if they make a new line, we'll take one with that. But we need the characters. We need Jesse the Body Ventura. We need Carl Weathers. We need Blaine. We need Blaine. Well, we need Arnold Schwarzenegger. We need all of them in a line. And we've got bits and pieces from NECA over the years, but let's just do it all at once. Let's get all those guys. Let's take them to the jungle. Let's take on the Predator. I want to see that in a toy line. That would be absolutely amazing. Give me that Jesse Ventura. Give me that big Gatling gun. Oh my gosh, it writes itself. 10 inches all day long. 10-inch figure line, that makes sense. Sure. If everybody else is 10, Jesse be like 16 inches because he's just man upon man. It's an Anaconda. You want to see Anaconda movie figures with Ice Cube and Jennifer Lopez? That's what Angie wants to see. And she wants the big snake, of course. You're always wanting the snake. The trouser snake is what I've been told. But I would love to see that. Predator definitely off the top of my head there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I would like to see from the 90s.
I'm trying to think of a cartoon, but I feel like...
No, you know what? I guess cartoon or movies, this one doesn't count. But somebody get me a 1990s GWF toy line of GWF Wrestling Federation from ESPN. So many good days running home from school watching the GWF. All that hot action. Can we get me Chaz? Can we get me Tugboat Taylor? Can I finally get the Eric Embry? And 99% of the people are like, what is Kyle even talking about? Including my wife, Angie. So there it is. But anything else we can think of 80s and 90s? Do you want any movies from the movies you love? Like, what's that movie you like with Christopher Reeve that's not Superman?
Oh my God.
A Wrinkle in Time, or what is it called? Was that what it's called?
Something like that.
You love that movie. It always gets you very wet under the eyes, of course. That's your kind of movie. You'd like to see figures of that one?
Yeah.
That would be a good one. Anything else you can think of?
No.
No, nothing else. You don't have any action figures you want to collect? You're letting me do it? So you handle all the heavy lifting? Yeah.
Maybe like the Flintstones or something.
Okay, we'll put her in for some Flintstones. I think there's been Flintstone figures, though, so we might have to go on the lookout for you on that one there. So there it is, Angie. That is the question of the week. I best be getting back outside and snow shoveling and snow blowing and making snow angels maybe in the yard. Who knows what I'll be
Just
up
when
to.
you fall down and hurt your back.
Yeah.
You're like,
I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose. Oh, it's hard times. It's hard times. But I'm rocking Canada here today because I feel like I'm in Canada is what I feel like today. And I feel very pale. Look how pale I am. It's sickly. I'm very sickly. I'm dying. That's as you can see here. You can see it in my face.
I did some fake tan last night.
So there it is, Angie. That is the mailbag. That is the question of the week. Anything else from you? We'll hear more from you on the podcast, I'm sure. We got a lot of stuff to dive into this coming Tuesday. As Angie, this is the latest we've ever had to film the podcast because of injuries, because of Thanksgiving, because of snow, because of work. We've had to delay it. So it'll be up. Don't worry. We're never going to miss a day. I'll never miss a day. Even if Angie can't show up, I'll still do it. I'll still do it. But we'll have the podcast here. And Patreon, YouTube channel members will still get it earlier than Tuesday. Trust me. Trust me. Like a young Jake the Snake Roberts once upon a time. So there it is. That's the question of the week. And if you want to be the question of the week, put your question in the comments down below. Angie, anything else? That's it? You've said it all? There's nothing else to be said? Yeah, I agree. I agree. She's speechless. So there it is. That's the question of the week. Now it's time for the weekly purchases. All right, time for round number 1 of weekly purchases, and honestly, a lot more stuff through the door this week than I was anticipating. I guess I thought I got less stuff, but a pretty good one. I thought there was going to be 1 round. We're going to do at least 2 rounds this week, and let's start it off with our friends over there at Ringside Collectibles. I did get the Great Muta from the vault right here. We'll dive into these figures. We got the Hulk Hogan. You know I'm excited for this one. You got the hot dog tan now, so we got the hot dog from the vault, Hulk Hogan. 6 coming in hot once again, and then the Disciple. So a very controversial set. Now you guys normally do, I like to give every figure its chance in the spotlight. I like to do each video by itself or each figure by itself. These I'm probably going to break into 2 videos. I think I'll do the Hulkster and the Disciple together, 6 Great Muta together, because basically re-releases with a twist and a lot of controversy, as I said. We'll dive into that, so stay tuned for that. We did unbox these already on the channel. You know I couldn't wait. Give me Jesse the Body Ventura all day long, but also throw in a dash of King Kong Bundy while you're at it. So we got both of these through the door this week from Ringside, so a lot of good stuff from Ringside, and that's not it. You'll see some more here shortly. Also picked up the WrestleMania main event Undertaker figure this week. I'm a sucker for the Biker Taker. You guys know that. So I did pick that one up this week. Matt Maniac's Nerd Closet WrestleCade exclusive. Check out the review. Demolition, a very fun line, these figures here. We've unboxed them all so far. This one, very, very fun. Love me some Demolition. Check out the review if you did miss that along the way. Got to thank David Banos this week. He did send these my way. Cost plus shipping. Good brother price. Did get my other Muta I needed and the other Jake the Snake Roberts. Both of these chases from the WWE Superstars line. So as of right now, I am totally finally caught up. Now I just got to find, what is it, RVD, the Hurricane, and the Steiners is the next round. Hopefully those are a little easier to find. We'll see what happens sooner rather than later once again. Found this at local Walmart. You saw the review. Check out the toy hunt. John Cena 3-pack Walmart exclusive. Already unboxed this, including Striper John Cena. What? Yes, you're right, Tom Farland. Killer Bees John Cena. Check out the review for more on that, but I did get that through the door this week as well. And then AEW Jazzwares, they're not dead over here. Still going strong. Good friend of the channel, Chris Powell, found a few of these. Cost plus shipping once again. Picked up a second Ric Flair for my Min on Card collection. I had to have the Nature Boy there. I need to get a second Chase Nature Boy. I had that one that we got last week in Weekly Purchases. I was going to unbox it, and then I said, maybe I won't. So I need to track down a second one. So hopefully I can do that eventually. He did find a Jon Moxley Chase this week. And then he went to another store and found another one and so on and so forth. I think he found like 5 of these Jon Moxleys. And I said, well, if you're getting rid of them, I'll take 2 of them. 1 on card, 1 to unbox on the channel. So that's what we're going to do with that there. And then I did a little hunting of my own. If you saw my figure hunt, 1 of 3,000 Willow. Found her at my local Target right down the street from me. So I was happy to find that this week. Also via Ringside Collectibles, Mark Briscoe, the Chase edition over there. They are selling Chases now. 1 of 5,000 Mariah May. I picked up both of those. Caught me at a weak moment. Of course, use code Kyle. I need to save myself 10%. I'm itchy to go back and get some of the other ones. We'll see what happens. But I did get a lot of AEW through the door. And last but certainly least, I did get from Jazzwares Vault. They did send me a replacement. Had to send the other one back. Had to wait. But I finally got the Tony Storm figure that was exclusive to the Vault. They finally sent me the corrected version. No paint issues, no issues on this one. If you guys remember, mine had a misplaced face. The face was over off to the side. A wild move if there was one. But that is round number 1 of weekly purchases. Let's bring on round number 2. All right, let's dive into round number 2, the final round this week in this Thanksgiving weekly purchases. Round 2, we're going to go to Walmart. We're going to go for Snoop on the Stoop. We got the Snoop Dogg throne. A lot of people picking this one up. $7 and change. I said, you know what? I can use this for Dr. Doom. I could use this for Harley Race. I could find a home for this. For $7, I'm not out too much money. So I did pick that up at Walmart. In kind of like where the candy is, the Christmas candy, it's in that area. You'll see a bunch of Snoop Dogg stuff. It's mixed in there if you're looking for it. Found these at Target. Pretty shocked in all honesty. Simpsons, we got sick Homer. He's sick, unfortunately. You know, sometimes that happens to the best of us, as we know. Also got sexy Ned Flanders, a power move by the Jakks team, giving us sexy Ned Flanders on skis before we got a traditional Ned Flanders. Seems like something maybe Super 7 would have done once upon a time. Is what it is, though. 2 new Simpson figures through the door. We don't see that as much as we would like to. How about this one? Caught me at a weak moment. In stock right now, and 5K Toys, maybe that's where it was. Captain Planet, oh my gosh. Wind, fire, heart, go Planet. We know how that goes. But I did pick this one up. I think I'm going to put him with my Marvel Legends. I just couldn't resist the power of Captain Planet here. And if you were a kid in the 90s, especially watching TBS, you knew the power of Captain Planet as he led you into WCW Saturday Night and things like that. So caught me in nostalgia action. Pick this one up. We'll see how old Captain Planet does at the old review table. Found this at a local Walmart, and quite the story on this one here. It is the pink red platinum Batman figure, still after the rainbow one, but I walk over to the McFarlane section, you know, back by the TVs, Todd McFarlane. I walk back there and I walk in and there's some girl there and she has this in her hand and she's looking at it like this. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, they got the pink Batman. And I'm just like, man, she's going to grab it. But I'm watching her. I'm like, put it down. I'm in my head, put it down, put it down, put it down. And she's doing one of these. And then she puts it on the top shelf and she's looking at it. Then she gets her phone out and she's taking a picture of it with her phone. And then she just walks around the corner off to the side. And I'm like, what the heck? So she put it down. And I immediately grabbed it. And I'm like, this is mine. This is my pink Batman. And I just looked at the rest. Nothing else there. You see the video on my Toy News. I didn't film her and all that. But I did film this as part of my action figure hunt. So check that video out if you missed it. Also did a special toy hunt of a toy show this week. Check out those. But that's besides the point. She put this down. And I'm walking there. And I see her darting back over to the toy section. And I got the heck out of Dodge. I didn't want her to see me with this, so I got out of there, but she was probably having a total meltdown. Like, what happened here? I was just here 2 seconds ago. How is this gone? You snooze, you lose in the toy game is what you do. But the pink Batman is here. Fun one. I'm glad I got that now. I just got to find that rainbow Batman. Back to Jay's Toys and Games, did pick up the latest Mortal Kombat, Reptile and Raiden. They just got these 2 in. Head over there, save some money, pick these 2 up. Support Todd McFarlane on the couch. It's getting tough this holiday season for old Todd over there. And we're not done. Last but not least, from Jay's Toys and Games, once again, saved 15% on these bad boys. One I'm very excited for, X-Force. Farrell right here. Love some X-Force. Excalibur, we're building teams out. We got Rachel Summers, Excalibur. We got the Silver Surfer again. Never have enough Silver Surfers, I guess. We got the crazy vigilante street scene Daredevil through the door. We got a very creepy beast, and we'll talk about it in the unboxing. This always gives me nightmares. And then we got Black Widow, a special Black Widow. I got some special discussion in my video on this as well. When we unbox that, I got a ton of Marvel Legends stuff to unbox. I got this wave. If you're a Patreon member, you got the Executioner Build-A-Figure wave videos already up there. Maybe some of them on traditional YouTube by now. We'll see what happens there. I have a ton of 2-packs. All the 2-packs coming this week, thanks to our friend over there at DJC Collectibles. I did order off of DJC for those, so I got a lot of those 2-packs coming. There's a lot of Marvel Legends here closing out, and that Sentinel is looming. I think that's supposed to come this year as well, so we'll see where it goes. with Marvel in the next couple of weeks, but expect a lot of unboxings on the channel and expect unboxings on almost all of this stuff as well. So there it is. That's my weekly purchases. But what's your weekly purchase? What did you pick up this week? What are you thankful for? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel and my other YouTube channel, 2 YouTube channels to subscribe to. Check out YouTube channel memberships and Patreon to support the channel. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, which conveniently enough is the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available wherever podcasts are found with video cast on YouTube. So for another week of weekly purchases, but a special holiday edition, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
We're going to the end of the line.